Good morning, everybody. Alan Paletti here. We really need to talk about Enhanced Inject and what it means for ethics and magic. Stay tuned. Okay, so it's been teased for a little while. If you've been following the Inject community at all or know anything about Inject, it's an app that you use on your phone, and it's a way to acquire information that people search for and then be able to either use that information for mind reading or be able to hand that information that's been searched for off to another app to do predictions or whatever else. It's a very powerful tool. It's used by a lot of people, including myself. I enjoy using Inject, and it's the center of a lot of mentalism routines that I do whenever I'm involving phones. This new enhanced version comes with some features. It comes with some really interesting features. In fact, it comes with dark mode, finally, which is something that people have really been wanting for a long time. And people have argued it should just be part of the base app. Whatever. It has a much improved, more realistic Google homepage. It looks exactly like Google homepage. There's none of that weird issues that you had with the previous version of Inject. Not that those ever deterred me or gave me any trouble. It is nice to have something that feels a lot more realistic and functions exactly the way people expect. There's also visual feedback on the no sleep mode, so you can know whether you're in no sleep mode or not. You can customize links on anywhere on that page now, so you can do all kinds of things. You can do linking, and you can make it send the phone anywhere you want to, so it can be a really powerful tool for integrating with other magic apps. It becomes like a hub for all of your other magic effects. And the biggest one, autofill. So what is autofill? Well, if you guys ever go to your phone and you tap and you have like the autofill data where you can just have like create a nonsensical phrase or whatever, the game that you can play on Facebook. Well, that's a lot of that is actually saved data, right? Like it'll automatically input your address whenever you need to use your address, or it'll automatically put in your telephone number, your email address, or whatever else you want whenever you touch on that, whenever you find a field that accepts that kind of data. What autofill does is it allows you to harvest all of that data and then thump that to the magician's phone. So that way you can get all of that information. You can get email address, phone number, home address, all that stuff sent to your phone. Now, this is for sure a very innovative and interesting feature. And a lot of people are going, wow, this is definitely worth the $30 upgrade. Let's just take my money and let's go, because now the doors are open to me to be able to do all kinds of really amazing mental effects. I can know where I can predict where they live. I can call their telephone and do that as part of maybe an eye thump, like add a number routine. The sky's the limit when you have that kind of information and you get it in a way that people don't know. There are other people like myself who feel that this is an ethical violation, that it's not cool. There are people who will argue on the Inject boards, which are doing right now, the Inject Facebook groups. They're saying, this is mentalism has always been about phishing or stealing information or whatever. And well, I think that's a very surface level, not really thinking about it stance to take. Because whenever we're doing magic where we have to steal information, it's information that is given willingly. When we ask for information, we'll say, I want you to think of the name of your first kiss, or somewhere you'd like to go on vacation, or think about the serial numbers on this bill, or whatever it is. That is information that they are willingly giving up to you, right? There is the understanding that in the routine, because you are asking about it in a public way, that information may be revealed publicly. I go so far as whenever I ask somebody if I want to think of a first kiss, I'll preface it with, can I ask you a slightly personal question? Feel free to say no, right? And then I'll go into, can you remember the name of your first kiss, right? And if that's too embarrassing, we won't do that. You have to have some level of ethics somewhere. That information is voluntarily given. Whenever you use the autofill feature and you're effectively stealing data from people, private information, that crosses a line. They did not offer that up willingly, nor would they offer that up willingly. Stealing personal data like that without their knowledge or consent, I think, crosses a very, very thick and wide and bright red boundary that you should just never cross. That information is not given willingly. while the effects that you could do with it are incredible, I'm reminded of that thought, which is we were so caught up wondering if we could do it, we never stopped to consider if we should be doing it. I don't think that this is a great idea. I know that Greg has now pumped the brakes on it a little bit. So now you can only collect the person's name and date of birth. At that point, the feature's not even worth it. It seems like he's trying to save that feature, but I don't think there's anything worth saving there. I think people will be happy with the dark mode and the customized links and the enhanced Google page, and I think just leave it that. Get rid of the autofill. I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth the potential legal trouble he could find himself in as a result of that. And I don't think it's worth opening that door, that Pandora's box, and going in that direction with Magic apps. It really does create a very strong ethical problem, at least in my opinion. I do want to know what you guys think. Do you think I'm overreacting, or do you think that I have some valid concerns? I want to hear about you guys' comments down below. Let me know what you think. And remember, as always, if you want to help support this channel with absolutely no cost to you, you can purchase things from Illusionist using my coupon code MAGICMINUTE and get 10% off of everything in your cart at checkout. You can use it as many times as you want. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers.